Hi everybody, Laura here. Thanks so much for joining me. As you can see, the Rainbow Card Challenge. Don't you love this logo? Now, the mastermind behind this whole shebang is Dawn Woleslagle from W+9. These are her gorgeous creations. I've got a link there to her video. She kind of kicked off or spearheaded this whole Rainbow Card Challenge, and I just thought it was a fabulous idea. So that little stinker, she tagged me. So now I'm not, no, but it was a wonderful match made in heaven, because you know me and rainbows, we're like peanut butter and jelly. So it was pretty easy for me to make a rainbow card. Now, she said rainbows aren't her wheelhouse. I think she's fibbing. That's my opinion, because her cards are beautiful. Okay, so anyway, we're moving on. Talking about the card I'm going to be making. Got a piece of Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock. I'm cutting a window opening. This is going to frame my thank you sentiment, which is from the mini thanks stamp set. So once I get that circle opening die cut, I'm going to start with this Wild Beauty stamp set. It's got a bunch of little pretty little floral images, and I'm going to go around and stamp those all around that circle opening and emboss them in clear, kind of just to frame it, if you will. Now, I don't know if you know this, that Yansoon, probably not pronouncing that name right. She's a designer for several companies, also Simon, and beautiful, beautiful work. She designed this stamp set, Wild Beauty, and I love it. It's the first time I've actually gotten to play with it. I tell you what, I've been busy as all get out now. The kids are home from school, and let me just say the time goes right out the window. I think I spend 3/4 of my time in the kitchen, to be honest with you, because everybody's eating. You know, by the time you clean up breakfast, it's not that many hours, and then they're, yeah, are you gonna make anything good for lunch? And I was thinking, can we not just have peanut butter and jelly every day for summer? I mean, but that's not what they had in mind. So today I made BLTs. I figured out a fun way. This is probably nothing new, but I did figure out how to do the bacon in the oven. You know, you put it on a cookie sheet, and it's much quicker than frying that in a pan, let me tell you. So we did BLTs, and they were happy with that. I cut up some watermelon. And does anybody even care about the card, or should I just talk about what I'm going to make? Tonight I'm actually trying a new recipe, carnitas. And it's kind of like a Mexican tacos, like a slow roasted pork roast, and you put this kind of seasoning, and you let it cook for a couple hours in the oven, which is probably not a great idea since it's almost 80 or 90 degrees outside to be cooking things in the oven. But what are you going to do? You know what I mean? You can't have the grill every single meal. And so we're doing carnitas. And I'll let you know how it turns out. But I'm excited. I love Mexican. I could eat Mexican, Asian, Italian, and heck with it, I'll have hamburger and fries. I will never turn down, ever turn down a hamburger and fries. That's just how it's going to be. I guess you'd say I'm a foodie. My husband is too, and so is my mom. We love food, and a lot of our conversations revolve around food. A lot of our vacations revolve around food. What can I say? We like good food. Anyhow, okay, so what I'm doing is going around stamping kind of what you would call like a floral wreath around my window opening. So I'm stamping each one. I only use 3 images, and I stamp them each 4 times. And then after I stamp them off also on some full sticky Post-it, and I trimmed them out very, very loosely. I did not take any time to like meticulously cut them out exact, just enough to mask them off. And then I would, emboss them with clear. So here I am working on my last of the 4 images. I'm stamping them on that full sticky. I'll tell you, I use this full sticky all the time. I can't recommend that enough for quick little masks. And I do love masking. I love embossing. But my number 1 would be ink blending. But I'm not even doing ink blending on this card. I'm going to be coloring with my Ziggies. I'm hot on them right now. I guess I go through phases. You know how that goes? And I've got the 24 pack that I bought. Gosh, I don't know. Maybe it's even almost been a year. I've had the 24 pack of the Zig Clean Color markers. And I always said to myself, once I saw Jennifer McGuire do her review of them, and she showed all the colors, I realized how many I didn't have in that 24 pack. And I said to myself, I need to buy some of these colors to fill out my collection. But I thought, you know what? I don't use them that much, so maybe I don't really need them. But whatever. Okay, so I'm starting, before I babble on anymore, I'm starting with light pink, and I'm working my way around in rainbow order. So light pink, bright yellow, then to the yellow, then I'm on to pale green and on to cobalt blue. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with this. Light violet. So those are the 5 rainbow. Of course, I'm going in rainbow order. Hello, rainbow color challenge. And anyway, but I'm noticing as I'm kind of hot on the ziggies lately that my cards are starting to look very similar because I'm grabbing those same favorite colors out of my 24 pack that I like the most. And, of course, they're rainbow. So I'm thinking, I think I need to buy some more, to add to my collection, fill it out. But I did the same thing with the Copics as I started using those more and more. I wanted more and more, even though I do still gravitate towards the same yellows, the same oranges. Although lately I've been buying the really light shades of the Copics, kind of getting into the light Copic coloring. But I just want more, and I know I'm going to grab rainbow. And my cards are always going to have a spin of a rainbow on it. But, to give me some options, right? Get some colors to fill up my collection so you have options. And this is the kind of rationalization I tell myself. It's all Jennifer McGuire's fault. She does those reviews on her blog, and then I just want to have stuff. She makes me want to buy stuff I already even have. That's how crazy it is. And so now what I'm doing is stamping my sentiment using my Misty. I love to do this because most times I have to stamp it twice to get a really crisp and saturated sentiment like I like to have. I use that VersaFine Onyx Black. So now what I'm doing is popping up my watercolor panel. And would you call it watercolor? If you're using zigs, is it considered watercolor? I don't know. I'm going with it. So to finish it off, I added a few Pretty Pink Posh sequins. Now I'm going to tag 2 of my favorites for this rainbow challenge, Kristina Werner and Debbie Hughes. These 2 ladies, you got to make a rainbow card, and then they're going to tag 2 people. You're welcome to play along. Anyone is welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.